On this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly, a new schedule, state qualifier ceremony, and winter sports. All this and more coming up next. Welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm your host, April Grove. A change in pace is coming soon to Nequa's e-learning. Connor gives us the details about the new schedule.
Coronavirus has impacted our lives a lot over the past year, including school, which leads us to a new schedule change that could potentially put us back in the building.
So the new schedule that we're going to start on November 30th, and that's whether we're in person or whether we're remote. At this point, it does look like we're going to be remote, but we're holding out for some possibilities. Our schedule has two distinct parts. There's a Monday, and then there's the Tuesday through Friday. So on Monday, that is primarily a check-in day, an intervention day, an opportunity for students to ask questions day, an opportunity to set the table for the week, so to speak, trying to get everything in order for what I need to accomplish if I'm a student that week. For the teacher, what I want to accomplish with my students this week. And then we head into Tuesday through Friday, which is an alternating sort of schedule. If we are in person, that's divided by alpha. But if we're remote, students still attend 1 through 4 on Tuesday. They attend 5 through 8 on Wednesday, and then repeat that process Thursday through Friday.
With this being a hybrid schedule, students are very hopeful that we will be back in the building soon. Also, they are wondering how it will impact their learning experience.
I would like the new schedule because I think being in person makes it easier for me to ask questions whenever I need help. And I really like the atmosphere of being in the classroom. It makes me feel more motivated.
If you're out in public, make sure to mask up and stay safe, Wildcats. And hopefully, we'll all be in the building soon. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Connor Burns.
Nequa winter sports are on pause or have been postponed to a later date. Sam has the details.
The COVID outbreak in Illinois has affected people in many different ways, especially in the sports community. Nequa sports such as wrestling, boys swim and dive, dance, basketball, and cheer have all been paused or postponed to a later date.
It impacts everyone fairly equally because we had contact days start up for a few weeks in September and October. Everybody had high hopes for the season. We were excited just to be in the gym with each other. Obviously that put kind of a banner on everyone's parade when, we found out that the season was going to be moved to the spring, and it's still up in the air. But we're keeping our fingers crossed just because, after last year, how much fun we had, as a group. We're really just hoping to, get on the court with each other and just keep building that team chemistry.
Basketball isn't the only sport that is postponed for sure. Another Nequa sport is, and that is wrestling.
Wrestling has already moved to the summer. Their coaches association and officials for wrestling had petitioned the IHSA a few weeks back about possibly moving to the winter. They just felt like it was going to be difficult to possibly have a season in the winter. So they've already now formally moved their seasons to what's now called the summer.
Good luck to cheer, bowling, dance, and boys swim and dive when their seasons return from being paused. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Sam Applebaum.
Although there are no state competitions this year, many Nequa teams would have qualified otherwise. Jim has the details.
2020 will forever have an asterisk by it in Nequa athletic history, due to this being the year that the IHSA canceled all state competitions due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Girls tennis, boys cross country, and girls swim and dive all would have qualified for state had the IHSA allowed it to take place. The administration honored them with the ceremony on Monday where they got state qualifier t-shirts, but it can never beat the exhilaration of actually going and competing at state.
It definitely was a little hard to wrap our heads around in the beginning. We all wanted state. It's one of the craziest meets a swimmer can go to. And it was kind of sad that we weren't able to, but again, we were just super grateful we got a season and we did still throw down at sectionals.
Despite the curveball that this year has been, Members of all teams were able to look at silver linings and displayed a resounding sense of gratitude.
I'm really blessed to just work with these guys all summer long and really just show how hard we worked all summer.
But I know as a team we were very grateful just to have the opportunity to race it all this season, and we really grew stronger together, and we went in, of our best day would have been 7th and we placed 6th, so we really performed our best at sectionals, and that's as much as I could ask for.
I mean, yes, it is disappointing because we had a chance of going three-peat, but I'm just thankful that we had a season in the first place, seeing how bad it was back in spring and how bad it's getting now. So I'm just thankful we had a season.
Congratulations to all the athletes that qualified for state this year. While the virus may have taken away your ability to go and compete at state, it can never take away your incredible discipline, your stoic attitude, and your fierce competitive spirit. For that, you've earned the respect and admiration from all of us here at Wildcat Weekly. For Wildcat Weekly, I'm Jim Reindell.
It's always important to give back during the holidays. Hannah gives us details about a charity you should know.
Thanksgiving is the time of year to give back to the community. Loaves and Fishes is a local center that needs your help.
Well, Loaves and Fishes provides healthy grocery assistance and impactful programs to help people reach self-sufficiency.
Since the pandemic, Loaves and Fishes has encountered many problems.
Our food supply decreased dramatically, our volunteer supply decreased dramatically, and we had to serve a huge increased number of clients. I think people that are in a position to contribute, we encourage them to do so. This has been a very difficult time for so many families, and we've seen an incredible increase in those who need help during this pandemic. So if you're in a situation where you are able to contribute, I can't imagine a time when it would be any more needed than now.
I think it's really important to donate to a place, especially like Loaves and Fishes, because we come from a really fortunate area, and there's obviously a lot of people that don't have the same opportunities, and giving them that opportunity for basic necessities that they have and they aren't available in their everyday life. I think that's really important for us in this community.
Make sure to go to www.loaves/fishes.org for more information about the virtual food drive and volunteering opportunities. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Hannah Kestenberg.
Thank you for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Have a great break, Wildcats.